There's a moment nobody warns you about. You watch a spiritual talk. You meditate. You feel open, connected, centered. And then you walk outside. You hit traffic. Your phone buzzes. Your bank account reminds you it exists. You spill coffee on yourself like a fool. And suddenly you're not enlightened. You're irritated. Here's the hard truth. If your spirituality only works when things are quiet, it's not spirituality. It's a hobby. Real spirituality doesn't live on the mountain. It has to survive the grocery store. Most of us were taught a quiet lie. Everything is sacred. And everything else, prayer, meditation, church, retreats, and then emails, dishes, commutes, waiting rooms, Mondays. We call that second category real life. And we treat like it's spiritual trash. But the cost of that division is enormous. Because every time your peace disappears during the day, you think you failed. You didn't. The framework failed. You were handed a spirituality that only works in ideal conditions. Omnism says something very different. There is no secular life. There is only unnoticed life. Omnism is not about believing better thoughts. It is about practicing attention. You don't need more theology. You need more micro rituals. Small interruptions of unconscious living. So I want to give you a few. Not rules, not obligations, just practices you can try today. Borrowed respectfully from many traditions. In Judaism, there's mazah, a reminder, placed at thresholds. Temples, too, are built around entrances for a reason. Here's the ominous version. Every time you walk through a doorway today, your car door, your office, your home, pause for 1 second. That's it. 1 second to silently say, I leave the old room here. You don't carry the last conversation into the next one. You don't drag the email into the dinner table. You don't bring the day into the bed. 1 second. That's not mysticism. That's nervous system hygiene. Now, this one comes straight out of the Buddhist mindfulness. Red lights are forced pauses, and we hate them. We reach for our phones like addicts reaching for relief. Try this instead. At the next red light, don't check anything. Don't optimize. Don't scroll. Don't fix your life. Just sit. 30 seconds of pure existence. No improvement required. You don't need to be calm. You don't need to be grateful. Just present. Congratulations. You just took a Sabbath in traffic. Every tradition understands this. Grace, prasad, blessing, offering. Here's the ordinary version. The first sip of water, the first sip of coffee. Before you gulp it down like fuel, pause and treat it like a welcome. Not to the day, to yourself. Say quietly or not at all, you're allowed to be here. That's communion. Not bread and wine. Attention and consent. Now listen. You're still going to drop your keys. You're still going to get annoyed. You're still going to forget every single one of these rituals tomorrow. That's not failure. That's being human. Spirituality that can't laugh at itself becomes dangerous. Omnism isn't about being serene. It's about being awake inside the mess. Here's the quiet truth Omnism keeps pointing to. You don't need a temple to be holy. You are the temple. Every ordinary act becomes a ritual. The moment you stop rushing through it unconsciously, washing dishes, driving, waiting, breathing, not because it's special, but because you're present. So don't aim for transcendence. Aim for contact. That's how peace survives the day. Try one of these today. Not all of them, just one. And if it helps, keep it. If it doesn't, let it go. Omnism isn't about collecting practices. It's about remembering that life is already the literary.